If you are a serious spiritual seeker looking to advance yourself, then I would suggest learning how to work with these L rods and learn how to dowse, particularly for earth energies. They can greatly enhance and hasten your spiritual development. If you're looking to achieve the highest states of meditation, to achieve spiritual ecstasy and much more, learning to dowse can help you. And I'm going to give you 7 reasons why. And the first begins with your focus. When you learn how to dowse, your focus shifts from the material world to the unseen world around you. You begin to concentrate on that unseen world. You begin to see it, not the physical world. And this is like part of spiritual advancement 101. I mean, think about it. All the religions talk about this in one way or the other. The Apostle Saul talks about not to be of this world because civilization holds you back. Similarly, the Bhagavad Gita talks about sense objects. These things all hold you back. And if you're a spiritual seeker, you're a spiritual being, you realize that and you want to grow. So you begin to focus on the unseen world. And you begin to break the shackles that this material world has ensconced you and has held you back, which is a very, very good thing if you're on the path. Second of all, you begin to develop your spiritual gifts. Because now, all of a sudden, when you're dowsing, you're holding your dowsing rods, what are you doing? You're trying to develop your intuition. You're trying to develop your sixth sense. You're trying to feel this unseen world. You're trying to navigate this unseen world all around you, this hidden world that is the ultimate reality. Yet you're trapped in this material world, but now you're beginning to recognize it. You're beginning to see it. You know, if you look at these mystics that had these great spiritual experiences, they like transcend. They have a near-death experience. They all talk about how they're changed. Well, anyway, you're breaking free from the material world, and for a minute you're breathing. You're breathing something higher. So this is a good thing to advance your spiritual development, and dowsing can be a great thing. The third thing that dowsing does, and it develops certain abilities within you. And I have a specific exercise that I have in my advanced dowsing. This is not easy. This is going to take you years before you can do this. But it's separating your consciousness from your body. And that's what the higher states of meditation are about. That's what like religious ecstasy is about. You're looking to do that. I mean, that's like the crown jewel, right? And this dowsing can teach you that, bring you closer to that. In my advanced, I have a series of YouTube videos about dowsing, and one of them is this advanced technique about separating your consciousness from your physical body. And why do I do this? Well, I do this because I'm always in the woods. I'm looking for fields of consciousness. I'm looking for energy vortices. I'm looking for all sorts of stuff. I'm looking for sacred areas, stone mounds, stone chambers, Manitou stones, megaliths. I mean, it goes on and on. So I'm in the woods. Maybe I'm in a field, and all of a sudden I say, well, which way is a field of consciousness? And my rods point in that direction. All right, that's good. I know it's over that direction, right? But how far? Is it 100 feet? Is it 1,000 feet? Is it 10 miles? So what do? I look in that direction, and I find an object in that direction. That could be a particular tree. It could be a bush. It could be a large stone. It could be whatever it is. And now that I have that object, I bring my awareness, my consciousness out of my body, and I move it to that place. And I imagine myself being there. And I say, which way is the field of consciousness? And if my rods keep pointing in that same direction, well, I know it's still way beyond that. So then what I do is I pick another spot. And then I find the second spot beyond that spot, and I'm looking there, and I go, where's the field of consciousness? Now my consciousness has gone even farther out into that distant area. And I pull out my rods, and I say, which way? And oh my God, it points to the side. So I know that I'm very close to the field of consciousness. And as I begin to walk, I can now walk, and I have a rough idea of where it is. And I accomplish that by separating my consciousness from my physical body. I'm one of the prime goals of the spiritual path, right? Now this exercise will help you develop that ability, and it'll hasten your spiritual advancement. Now, one of my favorite things to do, and I don't do it as much as I used to, is finding energy vortices. I mean, this is like the incredible thing that all spiritual seekers, particularly earth energies people, look for. And that is energy vortices. And you're not going to find an energy vortex in a trendy new age town or a new age place. You're not going to find them in a place of worship generally. You're going to find them in remote, hidden places, because that's where they're not, because energy vortices merge with the consciousness they come in contact with. I wrote a book on energy vortices and spirals, distributed both by the American Society and British Society of Dowsers. I've got plenty of videos on energy vortices, and people just are crazy about them, and they should be, because they are earth magic at its best. Now, what does an energy vortex do for the spiritual seeker? I mean, how does it really advance you, or what does it do? First off, you got to imagine what it is. It's a vortex of energy in the northern hemisphere moving clockwise. I don't know if this is going to look clockwise or not. Probably not. But it's moving clockwise, and so it's anywhere from a foot, 2 feet, 3 feet, or even 20. It could be very large. I've seen them very large. Now, what is this energy? This is the energy when we meditate. I've got videos on this. So when we meditate, we're pulling in this, what I call this cosmic prana, this love prana or meditation prana. This is the stuff that nourishes our soul. Just as an athlete needs protein to build muscle, a spiritual seeker needs spiritual nutrition. And this is spiritual nutrition coming into you. I mean, in spades, and more is better. So then all of a sudden, your soul is like your psychic being, your evolving soul is being inundated with this massive amount of spiritual nutrition, and your consciousness is raised. Now, there are other energy vortices on healers' tables, energy healers, and those work with the life force that can help your physical body. But the real stuff to nourish your soul, are the ones that are based on meditation or love prana, and those are usually found in the woods. Now, what gives them that power is this massive pool of energy. You're getting that spiritual nutrition, but that's not all. What also is beginning to happen is you're merging with the consciousness of whoever created that. And you can't create an energy vortex if you're an evil person, if you are selfish, if you are mean. It's not going to happen. You have to be good of heart. Not only do you have to be good of heart, you have to be fairly well along on your spiritual path. So now you are meditating in an energy vortex or an imprint, what I call, which is an imprint of a great being that had the capacity, the spiritual acumen to create an energy vortex. You're merging with that. Think about that for a minute. That is going to advance you so far. All of a sudden, you're going to be picking up on their stuff, and you're going to be evolving. That's why people get all excited. I mean, they get excited about energy vortices. Everybody, oh, vortex, vortex, vortex. They don't know why they get excited. They have ideas. This is why. Because you're getting an extra dose of energy, plus you're merging with some great soul that created it. I mean, for decades, I used to go in the woods looking for these things. I'd find them. They're just an incredible gift. They're earth magic. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. Okay, now the fifth thing that's gonna help you when you're on the path is to find power spots. And you're gonna find power spots, and they could be of two different types. Let's say, I'm not gonna get more detailed than that. They could be land memories, or they could be just powerful spots. Now, what I mean by land memories, every time we think or do something, we create an imprint that attaches to us as a samskara, which becomes the root of our karma. They also attach to the land. Indigenous people knew this, and they would meditate, prayer morning in same places, and that picks up a vibe, and it forms a powerful imprint. It also begins to enhance the space. It improves it. So you can find these places with these ancient memories that can send you on some incredible mystical experiences, plus raise your consciousness. What an incredible thing. Then also, many of them Many of them also have what you would call earth energies. They could be a field of consciousness that could nourish your soul. They could be on earth chakras. They could be on various different things. So you can find these places if you spend time. Again, this is not easy, but it's a great reward. And I've spent many, many years looking for them. I've spent many, many, many hours meditating in all sorts of power spaces. And sacred sites are just incredible if you're on the path. And the sixth thing that's going to begin to happen to you while you're on the path is that you're going to begin to feel Mother Earth's essences, energies, and consciousness. So in other words, you're going to feel stuff. And it might not be when you're driving your car. It could be wherever. You begin to feel stuff. You know, energy healers are really great at feeling the life force. They work with it. They can feel it. Feel the energy. Feel the energy. Feel the energy. You hear that. But there's so much more that besides the life force. There are, what I call fields of consciousness and nourish ley lines. There's an earth force that comes up from, energy lines. There's a myriad. There's spirals in the earth. Do you imagine that? Spirals in the earth that you can meditate on. That are the equivalent of energy vortices below ground that draw water. I mean, that's earth magic. And you're going to start to feel these things. And you're going to get a sense for them. And again, as you focus on them and begin to sense them, you give more credence. You strengthen them within your view. And the material world shrinks and shrinks and shrinks. And your consciousness goes higher, but you're not caught up in the material thing. All of a sudden, this beautiful expanse of this sort of Mother Earth is out there, beckoning you, nourishing you, leading on you, just developing you. It's just, I'm telling you, it's one of the most wonderful, beautiful things. And what's going to finally happen, and it's the last and seventh thing, once you begin to feel these energies, number 7, you're going to be blissed out. You're going to walk around, hey, I feel pretty good today. And geez, thank God that I'm alive. What a wonderful day. I feel great. Why do I feel so good? It's just like wonderful. I can't believe I've never felt this good all the time. I'm just happy all the time. I just feel good all the time. Why is that? Because you're getting blissed out. You're getting blissed out. The spiritual experience, when people talk about getting blissed out from meditation, it's the energies they pull in. Go do a group energy. Go do a group meditation, a group pranayama, and you're going to get all this energy. Well, you know that stuff's available for you 24/7. But you've got to develop the ability to sense and feel it, and dowsing for earth energies begins that process to advance you. So I would encourage you to learn how to dowse. Now, if you are serious about learning about earth energies, I strongly encourage you not to bring your cell phone with you. In fact, I encourage you to get rid of your cell phone. I've got plenty of videos showing this, but cell phones block Mother Earth. They're an anthem to Mother Earth. And if you think I'm wrong, read The Death of Nature by Carolyn Merchant. She talks about the destruction the scientific revolution has done to the organic view of nature and Mother Earth. And cell phones, I've got several videos showing how they block spiritual nutrition. So don't bring your cell phone in the woods with you, or at least turn it off. Don't have it around. Reduce it in your life if you're serious about being a seeker. And I don't mean to lecture you here, but I'm just telling you the truth. I have never owned a cell phone, nor will I ever own a cell phone, because it does such great harm to the one I love, Mother Earth. And I encourage you to do the same. Anyway, I hope this helps you, spiritual pilgrims. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please leave them or I'll try to answer it. But thank you for your time. Namaste!